Hello, Reconnective Healing friends. I want to share the story of this painting that I finished a couple weeks ago. And it has a lot to do with reconnective healing, with letting go, uncovering our truth. I call it I Am Love. This painting took me a long time to finish. I started maybe like 6 months back. And the impulse for starting was the fact that for a week I had felt really bad. Like I had all these pains in my body and I was tired, and I experienced a lot of anger and rejection towards, let's call it the inner child, my more vulnerable parts. And this also goes back to some childhood experiences, and I just couldn't let them go. So I started painting with red and black, and there was the red background, and it was about like the big movements of like putting the paint on the canvas and thereby letting letting that anger express. So in the beginning, the background was super red and I could hardly bear to look at it. But as I kept painting, I got to a place where I felt the strength and the calm that lies underneath this anger. So for the whole process of these 6 months, I kept looking at this painting, trying to see the light, bring out the light. And there was some red. I used some, like in this part here, there's some like silk paper that I crumpled and glued to the background so that I would have structure. And then at some point I put this wooden part here, and everything here became white and gold, but it didn't have the flowers or the heart yet. So there was a tree and there were these little stones and some like golden threads as roots, and it stayed like that for a really long time, and I just knew it's not done. One of these stones here kept coming off, and I kept gluing it back on, and it just kept coming off. And in a way, when I do a painting, it's kind of like feeling the colors and the structures of life, of some aspects of life, and transforming them into something visual, textual. So at some point I decided, okay, if it keeps coming off, maybe it's just not meant to be there. And I painted it. So now it's just one of the little stones. There isn't a stone, it's a painted little dot. And then around Christmas, I was really frustrated because I couldn't continue painting. I didn't know what to do. I just felt that it's too heavy and that I wanted light, and I didn't know how to bring it in. So I could sit like a half hour in front of this painting, and then I would start feeling bad. I got a lump in my stomach, and I didn't know what to do with these feelings. It didn't show me or tell me like what color, what substance this needed. Until at some point I realized, I am free. I can do anything I want with this painting. I can paint over the whole thing. So I became free to like use a lot of white. I had also glued like some fabrics here that have parts that are, well, they have like little holes in them, and stitched, that's the word. There are parts that are stitched. And every step like opened up a little more, but it didn't feel right. It didn't feel balanced until I was free to like use a lot of white and bring in the other colors and use some pink. And then I knew, okay, this, it needs like, something needs to flourish. And then the flowers came. And the heart, I put like gold leaves for the heart. Even before this was white and before the fabric was here, it was like this huge red background with a little tree and the heart in it. But I couldn't finish the heart. I couldn't like paint the white and the pink and what it needs to like show the form for real, until I realized everything's possible. I create my reality in every moment. So when a painting is done, I am in the like this awareness, in this case of being love. It finds different words. And I feel the energy of source and the peace of not having to say or do or move anything, that everything is perfect as it is. And I love that this painting has like these layers, that the back shines through, the other colors shine through, that there's like these golden tones that go and connect with the roots. I don't know, it's just a feeling that it gives to me. So this is I Am Love. Thank you for listening. I love this process because it made me aware of the fact that no matter my experiences, no matter what happened, no matter what was difficult, I am love. And especially because of these experiences, I get to express it in this way. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.